Hey, hello again. Welcome back, my friends, to Be President of Your Own Life group and the continued readings from Wallace Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich, book one of this 3-book version. I do suggest getting his 9-book version, both from Amazon. And just briefly, again, what we're talking about, becoming president of your own life. Vicki and I declared that in spirit in 1995 when we went full-time into network marketing. But now, given the way things are going, the title, becoming president of your own life, really fits, doesn't it? And what are we talking about? We're not talking about quitting your job. Again, consider your job an asset. Consider yourself self-employed, even if you're not with some kind of a job, because you've chosen to contract with these people. But consider your job then an asset. How much money in the bank would it take at interest to pay you what you're earning at your job? It's millions. Any job, it would take $1 million or more in the bank at interest to pay you what you're earning now. So that's an asset. You're building on that asset. Where are you going to build to? Getting rich. So we're going to continue with the reading. And again, if you want to know what it is we're doing, because you have to create this new income stream so that your job can't be held over your head anymore by anybody. Don't quit your job until it's time. But if you're earning from a side hustle as much or more than you're making at your job, the fear goes away. The more money you have, the less restrictions you have, the more you can do. Let's jump in and pick up where we left off. All right. So Wattles, Science of Getting Rich. One last thing. And he ends up making the point, but I'll make it for him here early. Science of getting rich. What does that mean? Science means something that can be duplicated, replicated, producing predictable results. It's a science on how you need to be, act, what you need to do, how you need to do it. Change the way you think, the way you change, that way you change the way you show up. When you change how you show up, you change your results. If you're doing it scientifically, you're changing all of this in a predictable way. All right. Continuing now. In the right to be rich, and I marked with a little marker right there, left off. Here we go. So, in this book, I shall not speak of riches in a figurative way. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with a little. In other words, don't settle, right? No man ought to be satisfied with a little if he is capable of using and enjoying more. The purpose of nature is the advancement and unfoldment of life, and every man should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of life. To be content with less is sinful. He makes a great point here. You were put on this earth with unlimited potential, really. And that's given to you by whoever you want to call it, God, Jesus, universal force, nature. And to shun that, to settle for less, wouldn't that be a sin? All right, carrying on. The man who owns all he wants for the living of all the life he is capable of living is rich. And no man who has not plenty of money can have all he wants. Life has advanced so far and become so complex that even the most ordinary man or woman requires a great amount of wealth in order to live in a manner that even approaches completeness. Don't live small. Every person naturally wants to become all that they are capable of becoming. This desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in human nature. We cannot help wanting to be all that we can be. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. You can become what you want to be only by making use of things. And you can have the free use of things only as you become rich enough to buy them. Like, hello, common sense, right? Who says this, though? Wallace Wattles does. To understand the science of getting rich is therefore the most essential of all knowledge. There is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life, and that desire is praiseworthy. The man who does not desire to live more abundantly is abnormal, and so the man who does not desire to have money enough to buy all he wants is abnormal. There are three motives for which we can live. We can live for the body, we live for the mind, we live for the soul. All right, we're going to leave off right there. And he does say, none of these is better or holier than the other. But we'll leave off right there and summarize a little bit. Because some of you may take exception with this whole, whoops, bumped the camera. Is it sinful to not want and not grow? No, you've just been programmed by society. It's okay. You can settle. The love of money, root of evil. No, it isn't. Anything abused can become bad. But within every one of us, a couple of thoughts real quick, then we'll end this one. Within every one of us is a desire to have more, be more, accomplish more, be recognized for more, for being better. That desire is life you'll see this later, is life inside of you reaching out. It's in you already. And if it's in you already, so is the ability to have, be, own, accomplish. And it was given to you as a gift. These desires, these abilities. To shun those isn't good. All right, that's it. We'll pick it up again tomorrow, right where we left off. Thank you again. My name's Jim. If this wakes up in you the desire to get your plan B going, awesome. That's what we're trying to hope for here. If you want to join us in our journey, great. If you get inspired to do something else, great. But the science of getting rich is going to help you get there. All right, bye for now.